In this video, we'll embark on an exciting journey to uncover the top 10 wheeled artillery pieces currently dominating the market. We'll delve into the intricacies of their designs, evaluate their performance capabilities, and explore their pricing considerations.
10. Centauro II. The Centauro II is the modernized version of the Centauro I anti-tank armored vehicle, developed by Consorzio Iveco Auto Melara, a joint venture between Iveco Group and the former Auto Melara company, now Leonardo Finmeccanica of Italy. The Centauro II was first unveiled in June 2016 at the Eurosatory Defense Exhibition in Paris. The vehicle is designed to perform reconnaissance missions, provide fire support for combat units, and protect territory. The Centauro II weighs 30 tons. It has an overall length of 8.26 meters, a width of 3.38 meters, and a height of 3.65 meters. This fire support vehicle features a welded armored hull and an aluminum armored turret, providing protection for the crew against 12.7 mm rounds and artillery fragments. Additionally, the vehicle can be equipped with additional armor, offering STANAG 4569 level protection against direct fire, anti-tank mines, improvised explosive devices, and the latest generation kinetic energy projectiles. It utilizes a high-mobility 8x8 chassis capable of operating in all-terrain conditions. The vehicle is powered by a 720 horsepower Iveco Vector 8V Euro 3 engine, paired with a 7-speed automatic transmission with 1 reverse gear. The Centauro II can reach a maximum speed of 105 km per hour and has an operational range of approximately 800 km. It can climb slopes of up to 60%, traverse side slopes of 30%, overcome vertical obstacles up to 0.6 meters, cross trenches 2 meters wide, and ford water up to 1.5 meters deep. The main armament of the Centauro II includes a 120 mm/45 caliber gun equipped with a semi-automatic loading system, with 12 rounds ready to fire and 19 additional rounds stored in the hull. It is capable of firing 120 mm NATO ammunition, including APFSDS and multipurpose MP rounds. The vehicle is also equipped with a 7.62 mm coaxial machine gun and a remote-controlled weapon station that can be fitted with either a 12.7 mm machine gun or a 40 mm automatic grenade launcher. This new fire support vehicle features a modern fire control system and the latest generation optical system, enabling commanders and gunners to accurately identify targets. Once a target is selected, the gun automatically lays onto the target, and the gunner completes the aiming and firing process. It's noted that the Centauro II takes only 30 seconds from target detection to firing. The Centauro II is equipped as standard with electronic countermeasures to disrupt and block signals from radio-controlled improvised explosive devices, an NBC protection system, and automatic fire extinguishing. It also features a laser warning receiver that can be configured to activate smoke grenade launchers. 9. Zuzana. The Zuzana II 155 mm is a wheeled self-propelled howitzer manufactured by Constructa Defense, Slovakia. It is mounted on a specialized 8x8 chassis to enhance its long-distance mobility. This self-propelled howitzer weighs 32 tons and features an all-steel armored body to withstand infantry small arms fire and artillery shell fragments. Its frontal arc can withstand hits from 14.5 mm armor-piercing rounds. The Zuzana II is powered by a Tatra T3B 928.70 engine, producing 422 horsepower, enabling it to reach a maximum speed of 80 km per hour and operate over a range of 600 km. Its primary armament is a 155 mm/52 caliber howitzer capable of firing various types of ammunition, including standard high explosive, extended range, and anti-tank shaped charge rounds. Equipped with an automatic loading system, it can fire up to 5 rounds per minute in automatic mode and 2 rounds per minute in manual mode. The Zuzana II has a minimum firing range of 5 kilometers and a maximum firing range of 41.5 kilometers. In addition to its main armament, the howitzer is outfitted with 4 smoke grenade launchers on each side and a 12.7 mm anti-aircraft machine gun to enhance its survivability. Slovakia will hand over 2 Zuzana II self-propelled howitzers to Ukraine on August 1st. The handover will take place in the city of Dubnica nad Váhom, Slovakia, with the participation of Prime Minister Ľudovít Ódor and Defense Minister Martin Sklenar. Bratislava and Kyiv signed a contract for the supply of 8 Zuzana II 155 mm howitzers. It's known that Kyiv received the final self-propelled howitzer in January 2023. In July of this year, military sources reported that Ukraine and Slovakia have plans to jointly develop a new 155 mm self-propelled howitzer for the Ukrainian armed forces. The purpose of this collaboration is to enhance the existing Slovakian EVA self-propelled howitzer to meet the specific requirements of the Ukrainian military, integrating technical solutions from Ukrainian partners. 8. MCV Type 16. The Type 16 is a wheeled armored fighting vehicle developed and manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, introduced into military service from 2017. It is equipped with a turret and operates as a light tank, capable of engaging in close-range combat, conducting counterattacks, and supporting infantry. The combat vehicle is designed with a weight of 26 tons, length of 8.45 meters, width of 2.98 meters, and height of 2.87 meters. The Type 16 is armored with steel and further reinforced with additional composite armor on the hull and turret to enhance protection for the crew against improvised explosive devices and RPG rockets. Moreover, it provides defense against small arms fire and artillery shell fragments. The MCV Type 16 utilizes an 8x8 chassis and is powered by a 570 horsepower diesel engine, enabling the vehicle to reach a maximum speed of 100 km per hour and operate over a range of 400 km. Due to its lightweight and compact size, it is designed for easy deployment by air if necessary, allowing for rapid movement on narrow roads and in densely populated urban areas to respond to sudden situations. The vehicle can climb slopes up to 60%, traverse obstacles up to 0.6 meters high, and cross trenches up to 2 meters wide. Despite its small size and light armor, the Type 16 can effectively engage larger armored fighting vehicles due to its smoothbore 105 mm gun, carrying a total of 40 rounds with 15 stored in the turret. It can fire standard ammunition types such as APDSD and HESHD, similar to the main battle tank Type 74 currently in service with the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force. One limitation of this combat vehicle is that it does not have an automatic loading system and requires manual loading of ammunition. In addition to its main armament, the Type 16 is equipped with a coaxial 7.62 mm machine gun and a heavy 12.7 mm machine gun mounted on the roof to protect the crew from low-flying aircraft and infantry attacks. The vehicle is operated by a crew of 4 personnel, including a commander, gunner, loader, and driver. The Type 16 is outfitted with a modern fire control system and the latest generation optical system for precise targeting and engagement. 7. Centauro B1. Centauro is a line of military vehicles from Italy with origins in wheeled tank destroyers designed for territorial defense and tactical reconnaissance from light to medium categories. It was developed by a consortium of manufacturers, Società Consortile Iveco Fiat, Oto Melara. Iveco Fiat was tasked with developing the hull and propulsion system, while Oto Melara was responsible for developing the turret and weapon systems. The main armament consists of a high-pressure, stabilized, fully automatic 105 mm/52 caliber gun. This gun can fire NATO standard ammunition, including APFSDS rounds. It is complemented by a coaxial 7.62 mm machine gun and another 7.62 mm anti-aircraft machine gun with 4,000 rounds. The firing control system is provided by the Galileo Avionica TURMS system, which includes a gun reference system and fully digital ballistic computer. The gunner's sight is fully stabilized and includes a thermal camera and laser rangefinder. The commander station features a stabilized panoramic sight, enhanced night vision sight, and displays images from the gunner's thermal sight. This allows the Centauro to effectively engage fixed or moving targets, day or night, whether stationary or on the move. Centauro has been deployed in former Yugoslavia and Somalia, where its design has proven successful. It is often used to escort motorcades, control large areas, and patrol roads. While performing escort duties in Somalia, a platoon of 8 Centauros engaged enemy positions in the Battle of Checkpoint Pasta on July 2, 1993. Centauros were also deployed in Operation Ancient Babylon, Italy's involvement in the Iraq War. During this campaign, a Centauro unit participated in the battle for bridges in Nasiriyah on April 6, 2004, destroying a building where snipers were hiding. In 2003, Spain deployed 6 Centauro 105/52 mm tanks to Iraq for their military defense. 6. Pandur II FSV. The Pandur II fire support vehicle is a member of the Pandur II armored vehicle family. It was developed by Austria Steyr-Daimler-Puch as a private joint venture. This fire support vehicle was developed with 2 turret variants. There is a version with a 2-man CMI Defense CTCV 105mm turret equipped with a fully stabilized, low-recoil 105mm gun. This system is compatible with standard NATO 105mm ammunition. It is also compatible with smart munitions and has the capability to fire guided missiles. This version is equipped with an automatic loader. The crew and ammunition compartments are separated. The maximum rate of fire is 8 rounds per minute. The gun can be elevated to plus 42 degrees. This feature allows the vehicle to adapt to mountain warfare. This variant can be identified by its round muzzle brake. The Portuguese military ordered 30 of these fire support vehicles. However, the procurement program was eventually suspended due to funding issues. Instead, Portugal currently relies on Chimite V400 armored vehicles with 90mm guns. Another variant of the Pandur II fire support vehicle is equipped with the Otto Melara Hitfact turret. This variant is also equipped with a low-recoil 105mm/L52 gun. This system lacks an automatic loader and has a 3-man turret. The maximum rate of fire is 6 rounds per minute, and the maximum effective range is 3.5 kilometers. Both variants of the Pandur II FSV are equipped with a secondary 7.62mm machine gun. The vehicle's armor is capable of withstanding 7.62mm armor-piercing rounds. Optional additional armor provides protection against 14.5mm armor-piercing rounds. Optional spall liners and enhanced mine protection are also available. This fire support vehicle has a crew of 4, consisting of a commander, gunner, loader, and driver. The vehicle is powered by a Cummins ICS 350 diesel engine with a power output of 285 horsepower. The Pandur II FSV is also available with a 400 horsepower diesel engine. The power pack can be removed and replaced in the field. And we've covered half of our journey exploring the top-tier wheeled artillery. But before we continue, I want to hear your thoughts. Which wheeled artillery is number 1 on your list? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the rest of this amazing top 10. Now, let's explore the final 5 wheeled artillery pieces. These masterpieces will surely impress you. 5. ZTL-09. The ZTL-09 began service with the People's Liberation Army of China in 2009. This fire support vehicle is currently in mass production. Using the chassis of the ZBL-09 8x8 armored personnel carrier, the primary role of the ZTL-09 is to provide support for infantry, destroy armored vehicles, fortifications, and various other targets. The firepower of the ZTL-09 surpasses that of some tanks, allowing it to be mobilized as a substitute when necessary. China is rapidly developing quick reaction units based on the U.S. Army's Stryker Brigade model. These units are equipped with various armored vehicles tailored for specific roles, all based on the ZBL-09 APC platform. The turret of the ZTL-09 is similar to that mounted on the ZTD-05 amphibious tank. Its main 105mm gun is manually loaded, with an effective range of 2,000 meters against armored targets. The high-explosive anti-tank rounds, fired from the ZTL-09, can penetrate 460 to 500 millimeters of homogeneous armor. It can also fire armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds and high-explosive fragmentation rounds. This 105mm gun is capable of launching laser-guided anti-tank missiles through the barrel, with a range of 5,000 meters and the ability to penetrate 600 millimeters of steel behind explosive reactive armor. The probability of destroying a stationary target is 90%. However, the ZTL-09 is not capable of directly confronting modern main battle tanks unless it attacks from the sides or rear. The weakness of the ZTL-09 lies in its relatively modern fire control system, but lacks a panoramic sight for the commander, which reduces situational awareness and battlefield coordination. Its secondary armament includes a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun and a roof-mounted 12.7mm anti-aircraft machine gun. China has introduced an export variant of the ZTL-09 known as the ST-1, which mounts a 105mm gun using the WMA-301 turret. It appears this variant may not have amphibious capability, or it could be an optional configuration based on customer requirements. 4. M1128 Stryker MGS. The Striker is part of the Objective 4C project, designed based on the LAV-3 armored vehicle to meet the U.S. Army's requirement for a versatile, rapidly deployable, and heavily armed vehicle. All variants of the Striker armored vehicle use an 8-wheeled configuration with active suspension, allowing them to traverse various terrains similar to tank tracks. The Striker is equipped with a Caterpillar C7 diesel engine, providing 350 horsepower for a maximum speed of up to 97 km per hour on paved roads, with a range of approximately 500 kilometers. Its V-shaped hull is designed to mitigate the effects of bomb blasts, and its composite armor includes materials like Kevlar, ceramic insulation, and steel, providing protection against heavy machine gun fire up to 14.5 millimeters. Canada's General Dynamics, General Motors, as the contractor, manufactured around 2,000 Stryker armored vehicles in various configurations for the U.S. Army. The M1128 mobile gun system is the most heavily armed variant of the Striker, featuring a 105mm M68A2 gun with an automatic loading system, a coaxial 7.62mm M240C machine gun, a heavy 12.7mm M2 machine gun, and 2 M6 smoke grenade launchers. Its primary mission is not to engage armored vehicles, but to provide direct fire support for infantry against fortified positions, buildings, and other similar targets in small-scale combat scenarios. The M1128 is capable of defeating tanks up to the size of the T-62. The M1128 Stryker MGS has dimensions of 6.95 meters in length, 2.72 meters in width, and 2.64 meters in height. It weighs 18.77 tons and has a crew of 3 people. Due to its heavy weapon loadout, the vehicle's armor is reduced to ensure mobility, capable of withstanding only 7.62 millimeters ammunition. It has a maximum speed of 56 kilometers per hour and an operational range of 168 kilometers. 3. AMX-10RC. The AMX-10RC, despite being classified as a light tank, is actually an armored vehicle that moves on 6 wheels, not tracks. Designed in the early 1970s, it weighs around 16 tons and can achieve speeds of over 80 kilometers per hour. With its wheel design, the AMX-10RC can move quickly on flat terrain and requires less maintenance compared to heavier tracked vehicles like the 70-ton Abrams tank. Its relatively thin armor can protect against small arms fire and shell fragments rather than large-caliber tank rounds or anti-tank missiles. Giant Industries, the manufacturer, has added measures to counter missiles and additional armor for the AMX-10RC, making it suitable for target reconnaissance. France operates 245 AMX-10RC vehicles and deployed them during the Gulf War. Morocco, Qatar, and Cameroon also operate this type of armored vehicle. The French military is replacing the AMX-10RC with the Jaguar, a 25-ton armored reconnaissance vehicle equipped with a rapid-firing 40mm gun and 2 anti-tank missiles. Russia continues to use the 7-ton BRDM-2 reconnaissance armored vehicle since the 1960s. Japan operates the 15-ton Type 87 reconnaissance tank, and the US operates variants of the M1128 Stryker reconnaissance vehicle weighing 19 tons. A notable feature of the AMX-10RC, and the reason it's described as a light tank, is its 105mm caliber gun, instead of the usual smaller cannon or heavy machine gun. Although smaller than the 120mm high-velocity gun equipped on main battle tanks, the AMX-10RC's gun is powerful enough to disable tanks at close range and can destroy light armored vehicles and infantry fighting vehicles. According to Olivier Schmidt, professor at the Center for War Studies at the University of Southern Denmark, the AMX-10RC was designed for reconnaissance and fire support. In the 1980s, this was the heaviest armored vehicle assigned to the Rapid Action Force established by France to fight in a Soviet attack, Schmidt shared on Twitter. In other words, the AMX-10RC was designed to respond to the Soviet Blitzkrieg strategy. Armored vehicles are still very important on the battlefield, but an armored vehicle may be limited in its ability to counter a range of anti-tank missiles, drones, and smart artillery shells. 2. WMA 301. Since late 2012, Ninko has begun supplying a 105mm wheeled anti-tank gun called the WMA 301. In fact, the Assaulter is a deeply modernized chassis of the Ninko WZ-551B armored personnel carrier, equipped with a new 2-person turret. The hull and turret are both welded, made of armored steel, providing protection against small arms fire and shell fragments. Observation devices are also installed on both sides of the front living compartment. The diesel power plant is installed behind the front compartment behind the driver. With intake and exhaust grills on the roof, the exhaust pipe is directed to the left side and extends towards the rear of the vehicle. The 3-wheeled turret is shifted backwards relative to the vehicle's center of gravity, with the commander and gunner seated on the left and the loader on the right. The commander has an elevating platform and a single piece hatch that opens to the rear along with observation devices. Here's the English translation. The turret is equipped with a stabilized 105mm low recoil gun, fitted with a thermal sleeve, muzzle brake, and fume extractor. The Assaulter's 105mm gun fires standard NATO ammunition types, including armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot, high explosive, and heat anti-tank rounds. It can also fire Ninko's 105mm laser-guided anti-tank missile, which has a maximum range of 5,000 m. It is equipped with a tandem heat warhead that defeats ERA and can penetrate 650mm of rolled homogeneous armor behind it. The current 105mm laser-guided missile is named G2. According to Ninko, the 105mm gun has a high probability of hitting stationary and moving targets from the first shot while the vehicle is in motion. An automatic target tracking system is also installed. A 7.62mm machine gun is coaxially mounted with the main weapon, and a 12.7mm machine gun is mounted on the turret roof for self-defense and anti-aircraft duties. 4-barreled smoke grenade launchers are mounted on both sides at the rear of the turret, covering the front area. Ammunition includes 30 rounds of 105mm, 2 G2 missiles, 800 rounds of 7.62mm, and 480 rounds of 12.7mm. The standard WZ-551 6x6 armored personnel carrier is amphibious. On water, it is propelled by 2 water jets mounted at the rear of the vehicle. The Assaulter anti-tank vehicle, with a combat weight of 19 tons, is not amphibious. 1. PLT-2. China's self-propelled anti-tank gun named PTL-02 was born in the early years of the 2000s, and around 2004, this self-propelled gun was incorporated into the Chinese Army's inventory. Although labeled as a self-propelled anti-tank gun, this vehicle's main armament is only a 100mm smoothbore gun. This gun was developed by China from the Type 86 towed anti-tank gun that once served widely in the country's military inventory. The PTL-02 carries a maximum of 30 rounds for this main gun, and of course, the 100mm caliber is completely inadequate to confront modern main battle tanks today. Even when facing older upgraded tanks like the T-54/55, this 100mm gun would prove useless due to its too small caliber. In reality, the PTL-02 self-propelled gun is currently evaluated as only capable of destroying the enemy's armored vehicles. For light armored vehicles, amphibious vehicles, or infantry fighting vehicles, this gun is fully capable of causing damage to the enemy. However, in reality, many of today's light armored vehicles are also equipped with active protection systems, which would render the gun on the PTL-02 completely useless. A special feature of the main gun on the PTL-02 is that it has the ability to engage both helicopters or slow-moving, low-altitude enemy aircraft. The reason PTL-02 can do this is because its fire control system is inherited from a similar system on the Type 88 tank with nearly identical capabilities. In addition, the PTL-02 also has secondary armament including a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun and a 12.7mm machine gun mounted on the roof of the vehicle. This firepower is just enough for the PTL-02 to survive on the battlefield when facing enemy infantry. This self-propelled anti-tank gun has a crew of 5. The vehicle is equipped with a diesel engine manufactured by Germany's Deutz AG combined with 6-wheel drive, allowing it to move at a maximum speed of up to 80 km per hour. The maximum operational range of the PTL-02 is up to 700 km. This self-propelled gun can be rapidly deployed by road transportation system or by aircraft. According to calculations, China's Y-8 transport aircraft can carry 2 of these self-propelled anti-tank guns simultaneously, while the Y-20 transport aircraft can carry up to 3. So we have together reviewed the top 10 most advanced wheeled artillery in the world. We hope this video has provided you with interesting and useful information. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts. And hey, military technology fans! Get ready for an extremely exciting topic in the next video. Top 10 most dangerous armored vehicles of China. We'll explore the most formidable fighting machines of this Asian superpower. From main battle tanks to versatile armored vehicles, the upcoming video promises to amaze you. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. See you in the next video.